Revolutionary greetings. Haki Shakur back at you once again from the Gabriel Prosserville District, Richmond, Virginia, of the Provisional Government of the Republic of New African population. It's that time again. It's that season again. You already know what it is. Today is the midterm elections of the Empire of the United States of America. Let me just state this for the record before I get started, because this video is not going to be long. This video is not to stop New African black people from voting. This is not bashing New African people for voting. This video is for educational purposes only. You see what I'm saying? I felt like this was the right time to come on and talk about the little quick topic that I always be expressing and I'm always talking about, which is, let me just state for the record, I want to point out certain contradictions, but at the same time, I want you to learn from this. The two-party system of the Empire of the United States of America. The two main groups that's controlling electoral politics, which is the conservatives, aka Republicans, liberals, aka Democrats. The wolf and the fox that Abba El-Hajj Malik El-Shabazz spoke so eloquently about and educated us about. You see what I'm saying? The ballot or the bullet. You feel me? If you never read that speech or never listened to him give that speech, please today do yourself justice by going and listening to the ballot, the bullet or the ballot speech. Please go listen to that speech. It will help you understand your reality. You see what I'm saying? And what you're dealing with the Empire of the United States of America and this electoral voting system, which is, this is midterm elections. This is for the Senate and other type of positions across the empire, Congress, governors, things of that nature. So this is for, you know, the Democratic Party or the Republican Party to take control of the House, basically. You see what I'm saying? So let me get into why I'm making this video. This video is called "The Two-Party System is Illegal and the Government is a Crime Ring," and that the voting process is only a tactic for New African people. Let me say that again. Voting is only a tactic, a small tactic for New African black people in America. And the only reason why I say that is that we have to understand our reality here in the empire, that if New African black people are truly struggling for true independence, true freedom, you must understand the true definitions of those two words, independence and freedom. So my question to my 43 million black people in America is, what are you truly struggling for? You see what I'm saying? Are you fighting to remain under the government and the system of the Empire of the United States of America? Or are you trying to have a radical revolutionary change of this government and system, which is, like I'm always telling people, revolution only means change, but it's a radical change that benefits the oppressed people. You see what I'm saying? Which is this. We've been here for 400 years. Nothing has changed. The seats change. The many positions change. We even have New African bourgeoisie black people who are filling up these seats now in the Empire of the United States of America. But what does that do for New African black oppressed people, the working class people? What has it done in 400 years? You see what I'm saying? The unemployment rate is still the same. And this is from 1968 to 2018, 50 years. The employment rate was 7.5 in 1968. The unemployment rate today is 6.5. So like the great Abba El-Hajj Malik Shabazz stated, is that they stuck a knife in our back, but they're only pulling inches out our back. That's no progress. You see what I'm saying? You must understand your reality. You see what I'm saying? And even putting these bourgeoisie blacks in office is not working also. You see what I'm saying? It's not working. Because why? The two-party system is illegal. Period. Why is there no Chicano political party? Why is there no Native Indigenous Peoples Party? Why isn't there a Black Panther Party or a black political New African party that's ours today? Think about that. You see what I'm saying? And the only reason why I'm bringing all this up is that, check this out, and this is going to international politics, is that we, not we, but the empire of the United States of America, in its contradictions, will tell citizens of the United States of America and black people, Indian people, Chicano people, and every other people in America that in other countries, what they're doing with their political party systems is illegal. And most of those political parties in those other countries across the world are two parties. You see what I'm saying? So I'm just trying to point out to the contradiction. If those party systems, the one party system or the two party systems in other third world countries and countries in Africa and other countries across the world, the United States of America and the European Western powers say those are illegal, those are dictatorships, then what the hell is the Democratic Party and the Republican Party? Isn't that a dictatorship where other ethnic groups in America can't control their candidates that they want to put into office? They can't choose the candidates that they want to run on their own tickets? Isn't that a dictatorship? Yes, it is. That's a dictatorship. Let me break this down. The Democratic Party and the Republican Party are white parties. Black people don't own those parties. We didn't create those parties. We are just a part of those parties as what? Second-class citizens, third-class citizens, meaning you have no power, no control over that party. You see what I'm saying? And I'm going to put all this information in the description when I upload this video. So, listen to what I just said about the contradiction of the empire of the United States of America. They would tell people of America that those political parties in other countries are illegal when it's only, you know what I'm saying, two parties or one party, you see what I'm saying, that's controlling the politics of those nation states. So if they calling those dictatorships and those illegal, and they would invade those countries to remove people out of those positions and to control those systems of voting, then what is the United States political voting system? Isn't that a dictatorship? You see what I'm saying? New African black people, you don't run that party. You don't run the Democratic Party. You damn sure don't run the racist Republican Party. You see what I'm saying? Y'all don't run that at all. Period. You don't run it. You see what I'm saying? So that's a dictatorship. And it's racist. Because there's no ethnic group parties that exist in America independently of the Democratic and Republican Party. That goes against the interests of new African black people. That goes against the interests of indigenous nations, peoples. That goes against the Chicano nations of people's interests. You must understand this, man. We can't keep passing down this enslaved mentality and disease educational wise of political education and political parties, man. We can't keep doing that because we're not getting no progress. We're getting no liberation. We're getting no independence. And the most important thing of all, we're not even controlling these communities. We're not controlling these politicians in these communities. You see what I'm saying? Because they don't even, their political agendas, political goals, and ideologies are not for the interests of the majority of the grassroots of people and the working class people in America, especially new African black people. You see what I'm saying? Period. Let me get to this part before I run this down real quick so I can make this video short. Is that this, man? Check this out. It's 43 million new African black people in America. I would say, shit, you might get like 1 or 2 million that's gonna go out here and vote today. But the crime and the thing behind that is that how many of them know who they voting for? Especially our youth. You see what I'm saying? They don't do the research on these candidates for real. You see what I'm saying? They do no research on these candidates. You see what I'm saying? So they don't know who they going to pencil in on the ballot. Because they don't even know who these people are. They don't even know if these people have their best interests. You see what I'm saying? They can't, matter of fact, I guarantee you, they can't even name the people that's on these ballots or what they stand on. That is, something that's going to conflict the interests of new African people in totality, because our people don't even know these candidates at all. I know this for a fact because y'all, this is the thing with new African people as a nation and you know, as a people, we're not educated on politics because we haven't, you know, really, you know, participated in it. So we don't even do the studying of the American political systems and American politics. Y'all don't study that stuff. I know you don't. You see what I'm saying? So you got grown-ass parents telling their kids to go vote for people they're not even educated on. That's not progress, people. That's not going to get you where you got to go. And let me move on to this point is that how many of these candidates on these ballots are trying to raise the minimum wage for working class people? This has always been my conflict with American politics. It's the economic part. What politician you know that's running on these ballots today and even in the future are talking about raising minimum wage? The minimum wage is oppressive across the United States of America. Some states are still at the minimum wage of $7. So which candidates are trying to raise the minimum wage to $15? You have to raise the minimum wage to $15 for new African people, working class people to survive in America, to pay their bills. How many candidates are talking about land ownership? That's new African. That's black. Because I know y'all fall in love with black politicians. But even the white politicians who are talking about the interests of new African black people. Because I'm going to do some real history real quick. The Black Panther Party of Loudness County. SNCC. Stokely Carmichael. Mukasa Ricks. You see what I'm saying? All those people that went to Alabama and formed the Black Panther Party, the first Black Panther Party in Loudness County, the Black Belt of the South. Their whole intentions of creating that political party was for self-governance, self-government outside of American governance. You see what I'm saying? Their agendas was to obtain land, to create jobs, and to, you know, decrease poverty, decrease unemployment in the Black Belt of the new African South. You see what I'm saying? That was their agendas and their goals, is to govern and to control the politics of Alabama. You see what I'm saying? I'm just using that as an example because this is what we should be doing with 43 million new African black people. We should be controlling our own politics in our own communities outside of the American political system, people. This is how you take over. This is how you take over from block to block, state to state, district to district, you know what I'm saying? City to city, nationwide. It's to govern ourselves, to implement programs, socialist programs that's going to help us govern and take over these blocks and liberate these states, districts, counties on our own. We don't need the American political system to do this. We have our own power, new African people. You see what I'm saying? We can do this ourselves. It's about doing these things on our own, outside of the American political system, period. You see what I'm saying? And let me just go ahead and run down this information, because there's a lot of information that y'all don't know about. You see what I'm saying? How many of y'all understand that the racist Europeans, white nationalists, founding fathers who founded this country didn't even want the two political party system? They were against it. Now, if you knew this and you studied this, you would understood that this existed. This is facts. The racist founding fathers of this country did not want a two political party system. They never wanted it. You see what I'm saying? So that what makes it legal. It's basically a crime ring. You see what I'm saying? Controlled by the wealthy elites, period, which are the minority. They don't even have the power. The people have the power. The minorities. You see what I'm saying? They even wrote laws, you see what I'm saying, in the state and federal constitutions to prevent the enrichment of the two-party systems, because they knew the two-party system was a scam, because they could they knew that eventually that when the wealthy people show their flex and their money flex on the two-party system, that it can be manipulated, that it can be controlled by criminals. This is facts. Even though they were criminals. You see what I'm saying? So that's what I'm basically saying, that it's a crime ring. You see what I'm saying? let me state this for the record. Only 2 private clubs operating under their rules, yet as a quasi-governing cartel to suppress competition and grant themselves special powers in violation of both the federal 14th Amendment and the Constitution, Article, Section 1, Section 23, have illegally taken over 3 estates of civil government, legislative, executive, and judicial, at nearly every level of the USA government. Facts. And I'm going to put the documents in the description box. So check the description box when this video is over. Only 6 corporations also now own most of the 4th estate as well. And yet, in the final branch of civil powers in those courts. Let me repeat that again. Let me just run that back again. Only 2 private clubs operating under their own rules, yet as a quasi-governing cartel to suppress competition and grant themselves special powers in violation of both the federal 14th Amendment, Indiana Constitution, Article 1, Section 23, illegally taking over 3 estates of civil government, legislative, executive, judicial, at nearly every level of the USA government. Facts. This is pure facts. So it just goes back to my point of the contradiction of the empire. Is they would tell citizens of America that those political parties in other countries, 2-party or 1-party systems, is dictatorships. And they go into those countries and remove those leaders and suppress those political parties to conform to how they want it to be ran. Why the hell are citizens of America and non-citizens of America, why are we complying to a 2-party dictatorship of America, which is the Democrats and the Republicans? Please, somebody tell me that. So I'm going to shut this video down on that note. The 2-party system is a legal system. Go do your research. Don't take my word for it. Go research it, people. This is pure facts. It's illegal. And it goes back to what I was saying about the Black Party, the Black Panther Party of Loudness County and what they were standing for. If these politicians, especially Black New African, aren't for the interest of self-governance and to liberate and take these districts, counties, and blocks and control them for our own self-interest, which is land, food, housing, economics, and raising the minimum wage and creating jobs of our own for our people, then that whole electoral system is a failure. You see what I'm saying? And we are failing ourselves because we're, complying to a system that continues to oppress us, to continue to keep us enslaved. You see what I'm saying? That's not liberation. You see what I'm saying? And I don't care about Donald Trump. You see what I'm saying? At the end of the day. So let's get intelligent. And like the great Stokely Carmichael said, and the great H. Rock Brown said, the voting system and our people participating in the voting system is only a small tactic to organize our people. We're not even organizing our people. We organize our people to keep voting in people, to keep us oppressed, to keep us in poverty. You see what I'm saying? That's all we keep doing over and over. Think about that. And I'm going to sign off on that note. Free the land. Make America pay reparations.